I'm going to talk about the indigenous culture and the site information that I've researched about in relation of country and culture. I define country as a land that a person is born, live, and die. In order to understand the country, we need to appreciate the culture and history enrooted in this place. And also bear in mind that all the things we get now is based on the history that the ancestor had experienced. Based on my research, the term Aboriginal means first or earliest known indigenous. The first Aboriginal people arrived 40,000 years ago on the northwest coast of Australia. The land we are standing now used to be a bit larger. The land has shrunk due to the increased sea level. The Aboriginal experienced a lot throughout the history. Some major events like first European visit Australia, European settlement and World War II, they all brought a lot of harm to the Aboriginal group, like disease, smallpox, violence, casualty, and death. All these reduced the Aboriginal population about 90%. After the World War II, a large group of migrants moved to Australia and white culture started to spread on the land. The Aboriginal had developed a unique culture and expression towards the land. They see sky as a holy place where people will meet after death. They also identify the dark cloud as constellation and develop story and lore based on that. They have a fantasy towards the sky. They consider indigenous male as billing, which is a kind of bat, and women as mankan, a type of bird. Another thing I want to mention in this particular topic is their ceremony. It is related to their deep spiritual tradition that believes so join the internal dreaming after death. The corpse and bones become part of the land. In other words, land, country is part of their culture. Meanjin is a place used to be a living habitat for the Aboriginal people. They fish along the river, hunt animals, collect fruit, or even give birth in here. It is known as the Botanic Garden nowadays. The precious history is shown through the existing environment and merged with the beauty of nature. Different plantation, art pieces, and infrastructure from the past can be spotted in the garden everywhere, including the Big Fig and Jeremy Morey and the Bulla sculpture. Wall elements like battery can also be seen in the site. The land had experienced a lot of changes from an ancient birth-giving place to we live in the concrete jungle nowadays. Australia, where we are standing now, is a multicultural place which involves the Aboriginal, Australian and other people from the globe. However, this diversity is based on the development and sacrifice of the Aboriginal people. The unique culture leaves footprint and emerged with the modern world. Some may argue that Australian has lost its identity and culture. However, I believe the spirit and pride lives in every Aboriginal's and Australian's heart.